W8WKY.
Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
QST. Calling all amateurs to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. Right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, 147 Mark 390. A positive offset and appeal tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Tuesday night. Check in with each other, have a few laughs, and of course there's trivia tonight by President Gary. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. For the duration of this net, I'll be using a club called W8WKY. We'll take a couple rounds of just in and out check-ins. Just stop by and wave hi. And then we'll do a couple rounds of check-ins, see who's out there and wants to play trivia with us tonight. Before we get started, we do have some club announcements, and I'm going to pass it off to Gary for that. A8CS, this is W8WKY. Go ahead, Gary.
W8WKY, this is AA8CS. Good evening, Nick, and good evening, Sarah and friends. Yeah, just a couple announcements to get us started here. Most important, at least to me, Sarah apparel sale is on. But remember, the time is limited. We had a 10-day sales window, meaning we will close sales September 28th. If my math is correct, that means we got about 5 days left. Get your bling, advertise your club, and be in style. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Delivery is slated for the November club meeting. With regard to Sarah's fetish for vests, we have added 3 new vests to our offerings this time around. Yeah, go online, check it out. Order and securely pay from our website, www.w8wky.org. w8wky.org. Yeah. And reacting to the club's response at our last club meeting, last month's meeting, I should say, the Sarah Fall Fox Hunt will be held Saturday, October 25th. So, yeah, that's coming up. So mark your calendars, make plans to attend. Also, the Sarah USS COD radio operating event will be October 12th. This is your opportunity to operate the USS COD World War II vintage submarine from the radio room aboard the sub. Yeah, right there. Don't be left out. Details and sign-up available on the website. Much thanks to W8HRF for his work in putting this together. Thank you, Josh. And last but not least, our next VE session will be held October 4th at the Rittman City Fire Department. Pre-registration is preferred, but walk-ins are always welcome. Again, more information and registration is available on the W8WKY.org website. That's all I got. Back to net. This is AA8CS.
Thanks, Gary. You checked all the boxes. It's everything I was going to say, too. A8CS, W8WKY. All right, I'd like to remind everybody this is a link system, and I'm coming through the Allstar Node. So when you check in, please give me your call sign. Phonetically, alphanumerically, name and location, and then wait for the beep, please. Push to talk a second or two before you start talking, and hang on for a second or so after you're done. I do want to hear everything you have to say. If there's any emergency traffic during the net, just say break or something else to get my attention. We'll slow things down and help you out any way we can. Before we get started, is there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? Please call now. Nothing heard. That's the only time we like to hear an awkward silence. Okay, with that, let's do a couple of rounds of in and out check-ins. If you're just in and out tonight and you want to stop in and say hi, now's your chance. This is WWKY. I'm listening.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Papa Bravo, KF8EPB, Brian and Cabo Falls, in and out. Thanks.
Kia 8, Starbuck Sarah, Mark and Wadsworth, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, India Mike Echo, David Sterling, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Juliet November Hotel, Doug and Rittman, in and out.
Ski 8, Charlie Tango Mike, Carry at Portage Lakes, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 PLB, Randy and Rittman. Hey buddy, I'll be in and out. 73 and God bless everyone. Have a great evening.
All right, let me grab it right there after that last chunk. Tell you who I got so far. Started off with WB8CXL Mike. He's been streaming us on YouTube. Check it out, WB8CXO. Thanks, Mike. Then we had KF8EPB Brian, KE8SFS Southern Mark, KE8IME David. Thanks for coming back and saying hi, David. KE8JNH, hi Doug. W8CTM, Carrie was in and out, and KE8TLB as well. You guys were all in and out. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Great seeing you. Let's do another round of in and out check-ins, and then we'll see who's playing trivia tonight. It's KD8SLG, acting as W8WKY, and now IO, KE8UIB, and Nickel. All right, in and out check-ins. W8WKY, I'm listening.
K8XTK Portable, good evening, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenburg, West Virginia. I'll be in and out this evening. 73 is everybody on the net, and God bless. KF8ERZ.
Here is KB8LNK. We'll be in and out tonight. Good evening.
Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo, WV3K. And I'll be checking in and also checking out. 73, and God bless you all.
All right, let me pick it up there. I'm going to go backwards here because the first one I missed. WB3K Phil was in and out. Thank you, sir. KB8LNK Ron, thanks for stopping by. KF8ERZ Terry, we'll hear you in the morning. West Virginia checking in. And that first portable station, I just missed it all together. Your front end was clipped off. I think I heard STK. Please come back again. Portable station I missed.
That's me. In and out.
W8WKY.
All right, Marty, I picked you out that time. Thanks, man. Idiot XPK. We'll talk to you later on, Marty. All right, that's good enough for in and out check-ins tonight. Let's Let's see who's sticking around for trivia with Gary tonight. It's WWKY. I'm listening.
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8, LYJ, Bob, in the Magic City.
Alpha Bravo 8, Mike Oscar, ABNMO, Andy in Newberry.
November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D, Dave in Copley.
Good evening, Nick. Kilo Echo 8, Echo Hotel Golf, KE8 EHG, Mike down here in the beautiful city of Navarre.
KD8SLG in the net, Whiskey 8 Tango Delta, W8TD, John in Wadsworth.
WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, John in Cuyahoga Falls. Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Echo Yankee, Dave in East Sparta.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Papa
Alpha 8 Charlie Tango, Craig in downtown Shreve.
Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo, KE8 UIB, John in Massline.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa, KC8 HDP, Jerry in Shreve. All right. That's how we line them up. Let me tell you who I got there. I got KAYLYJ, Bob, AB8MO, Andy, NT8D, Dave, KE8EHG, Mike. Hey, Mikey. W8TD, John, WO3X, the other John. KC8EY, Dave, KF8DTP, Lori, A8CT, Craig. Pulled you both out there. K8UIB, John, and KC8HDP, Jerry and Shave. This is W8WKY. Who else is out there?
KE8QFT, Fred in Medina.
KF8 ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach in Dalton.
All right, we got a couple more there. KE8QFT, Uncle Fred, and KF8ELA, Zach in Dalton. All right there, guys. Let's go up to Gary and see what we got for a trivia question tonight. Hey, AHCS, this is WKY. Go ahead, Gary.
All right. Good evening again, Sarah and friends. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good question tonight. So it is all about amazing facts. Unfortunately, I'm going to give you 5 facts. One of them is a fake fact. So you have to determine which is the fake fact. Yeah. So here we go. Your choices are, for the fake fact, Alpha, King Charles III technically owns all the dolphins in the United Kingdom waters. B, Baker, there are 293 ways to make change for a U.S. dollar. C, Charlie, a litter of kittens is also known as a Kindle. Don't tell Bezos that. D, Delta, sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. And finally, Echo, bull are provoked by the red color of the matador's cape. Let me grab a second and I'll repeat that. Tonight we're looking for an amazing fact that is a fake fact, not true, in other words. Here's your choices. Alpha, King Charles III technically owns all the dolphins in the UK waters. B, there are 209, actually, there are exactly, let's put that word in there. There are exactly 293 ways to make change for a US dollar. C, a litter of kittens is also known as a Kindle. D, sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. And E, bulls are provoked by the color red of the matador's cape. There you go. Back to net. This is AA8CS. Have fun, guys.
AA8CS WKY. Fine business, Gary. Thank you very much. I do want to confirm something, if you would, please. Delta, what can hold their breath longer than what?
Sloths. Sloths. S-L-O-T-H. A sloth animal can hold their breath longer than the dolphin. Back to net.
Sloth. I got it now. I was trying to think of some sea creature that sounded like that. All right, man. Cool, cool. All right, I think I got everything noted down here so I can keep track of it. Thank you very much, Gary. Fine business. Let's get right to it and go to the Magic City. Bob's up first. K-A-8-L-Y-J, W-W-K-Y. How you doing tonight, Bob? And what do you got for your answer on trivia?
W-A-W-K-Y, this is K-A-8-L-Y-J. How you doing, Nick? How's it going, group? Kind of a relaxing day today, really. My daughter woke me up at 7:30 in the morning with the phone. That was annoying, but beyond that, it was kind of chill today. Just sitting here slurping a hand-stirred cold brew and playing the trivia game. And for my answer, I am going to go with Echo. I don't think I've ever picked an Echo before in trivia here. I think this is unbroken territory for me. And I'll give it back to you. This is K-A-8-L-Y-J.
K-A-8-L-Y-J, W-W-K-Y. All right, Bob. It was sort of that kind of day. Got a little hot this afternoon, though. I've got you down for Echo tonight. Bulls, don't see red. The basis there. All right. Got you down for Echo. Thanks, Bob. You have a great night. Let's zoom up to Andy. AB8MO. This is WWKY. What's going on, Andy? And what you got for an answer for the trivia tonight? What don't you believe?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe anybody. I don't know who tells the truth anymore and who doesn't, so there. This isn't helping. This is AB8MO, by the way, for those who are keeping track. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm going to go with my original answer. Bob sounded convincing with E, but I'm going to go with the sloth one. I think that's the one before. That's what, Delta. So we'll see how that pans out. But I stand a 20% chance of getting it right. So, let's see here. I think it was a little drier than it was yesterday, but we definitely needed the rain. And I was looking at the forecast, and it looks like it's going to dry out by the weekend and be lots of sunshine all next week. So September has turned into be a rather spectacular month, I think, as far as sunshine. But we'll probably pay for it later. That's how we get you all that good maple syrup. We take all the snow. That's how I got. Glad I was able to get in here. I don't always be not always available on Tuesday, so glad I was able to get in on your hour of running the, well, it's not an hour, although it does run about an hour, doesn't it? Time of running the club net. There we go. Back she comes. W8WKY. There, I remembered to call. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, WWKY. Thank you, Andy. I got you down for Delta. And Andy, winter is coming. Winter is coming. That's right. We're going to clear with Andy, AB8MO, and let's talk to Dave, NT8D. What's going on, Dave? What's your answer to tonight's trivia question?
Hey, good evening there, Nick. Good evening, all the check-ins, all the listeners. Hope everybody's having a good start to the week. Wow. I just want to say thank you to Josh and everybody on the committees for putting together a lot of activities coming up this fall. This is going to be a fun fall. Okay, go try to broadcast, or not broadcast, but transmit from the radio room of the USS Cod. I remember visiting that when I was like 10 or 12 years old, something like that. And then we got the Fox Hunt coming up. Looking for a partner. I haven't confirmed anybody. I've talked to a couple, but if anybody wants to pair up for Fox Hunt, planning on being there. It's always fun to do that with somebody. Have a driver and then a navigator and an antenna operator. And makes it a lot easier. Let's see. Making a plug for myself. Anybody into jazz? Me and the quartet are playing down at the Blue Jazz Plus in Akron this Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. And our big band's playing out in Brooklyn at the high school there at the Big Band Blowout Sunday. We got the 4 o'clock spot. There's big bands all day out there Sunday. So if you're into that stuff, head out that way. So that's my personal plug. I just think a letter, I'm going to go with Bravo. I just think 273, I think that was the number Gary exactly said, but that number just seems really low to me. I just think it would be bigger than that. So I'm going to go with Bravo Baker. And good. Nice to see folks at the meeting. Hopefully see folks at the activities and throwing it back to net control. WAWKY, NTAD.
NTAD, WWKY. I got you down for Bravo, Dave. So we got a Bravo, a Delta, and an Echo now. Fine business. Yeah, I didn't start doing the math in my head just yet. Haven't had the time. Been busy here. I think you've been busy too, man. Jazz. Have at it. I'll talk to you next time, Dave. We're going to clear with NT8D. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. I'm WWKY, and next on the list we've got Mike, KE8EHG. How are you, Mikey? What's your answer to the trivia question, and what have you been up to?
Hi, Nick. Just Nick. Good evening, Nick. How are you? And long time no speak. Just been busy here. Just some things changed for me a while back, and make a long story short, I lost my mom, and I miss her dearly, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and just realizing how much I took care of her, but that's okay. She was my mom, you know what I mean? So no problem there. And then football started, so football Friday nights and all that kind of stuff, Thursday nights, and you name it, weekends, you got it. But yeah, long time to speak. Good hearing you, and wanted to make the meeting last Thursday, but just didn't happen. So maybe next month, just like a Browns fan. Maybe next week. So trivia. I have no clue. The sloth, it just sounds so real that they're so slow anyway. So I'm gonna try E, Echo. Let's try that one. I have no idea. So let's go with that. 7-3s all stay safe. KE8EHG. Back to net.
KE8EHG. WWKY. Sorry to hear about that, Mike. All the times I talked to you on the radio and you were off to do something, It made me think back too. Yeah, it's been a good 3.5 years, and I still have my moments, man. So, yeah, Godspeed. Got you down for Echo tonight, and good to hear you back on the radio, Mikey. We're going to clear with KE80HG. Let's pick up a couple of Johns here. We're going to start with W8TD, John Curley. How are you tonight, John? What's your answer to the trivia?
KD8SLG on the net, Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. Wadsworth, nothing to report here. Skip straight to the trivia. My guess is going to be Echo for the Bulls. Otherwise, hope to talk to people, hope to see people. Everybody enjoy fall. KD8SLG in the net, W8TD.
All right, John, you may have made the connection there that Echo is about bowls or something. I won't pull on that thread. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us tonight, John. Good talking to you. We're going to clear with W8TD. This is WWKY, and next up we got W03X. How are you tonight, John? And what's your answer to the trivia question?
W8WKY, this is W03X. Good evening, Nick, and all on the net. Doing pretty good here. Yeah, we finally got some rain there. My rain gauge showed 1.32 inch, and so that added to the 0.11 inch for the month to give a total of 1.43 inch here at the house so far for the whole month. Let's see here. I think I'm also going to go with E-Echo about that bulls being provoked by red. So with that, this is W03X, back to the net.
Fine business, John. Got you down for Echo tonight. Good talking to you. We're going to do a W03X. Let's pick up Dave. East somewhere. Remind me, Dave. KC8EEY, WWKY. What's your answer to trivia and why you got for us tonight, David? Where'd you go, Dave? KC8EY, WWKY. You out there, Dave? Nothing heard from Dave. We'll circle back and see if he comes back later on. Let's pick up Lori. KF8DTP, WWKY. How are you, Lori? What's your answer to the trivia tonight?
W8WKY from KF8DTP. Oh, you know, not much going on here. We're actually going to change it up tonight. So I'm going to give John's parents' answer tonight because they're going with letter B, Bravo, and I'm going with letter B, Bravo. So we're going to see how this goes. We changed it up. They were doing the same answer I was, so I figured I'd just give their answer for everybody. With that, I'm going to hand it back over to Nat. This is KF8DTP clear.
W8WKY.
Another well-timed node ID on my end. Lori, I got you down for Bravo, and I got your in-laws down for Bravo as well. It's great to know they're listening along tonight. Thanks, Lori. It's good talking to you. We'll talk to you in the morning, I imagine. We're going to clear with KF8DTP. And speaking of mornings, Craig's there every morning anymore. Hey, CT, W8WKY. Good evening, Craig. What do you got going on, and what's your guess on the incorrect answer tonight?
W8WKY. Good evening, Nick. Yeah, I miss you kind of in the mornings, but yeah, I'm an early person, so that's what happens. I get up, and then my mouth starts. No, we won't even go there. I'm going to go with D Delta because I don't know. That just sounds kind of extraordinary that a sloth could hold his breath longer than a dolphin. But you know, what do I know? So no. Other than that, hey, it's been a beautiful day here, and I think Jerry will concur that we've had some beautiful weather the last few days, other than the rain, which was nice. So with that, I'm going to turn it back, and thank you for doing what you do always, both here and other places. So W8WKY, this is AAHCT saying thank you and good evening to all of the Sarah Nettisons out there, and I hope you have a great tomorrow, because think about it, tomorrow will be Wednesday, and you're going to be kind of getting over the hump. Take care, my friends. 73s.
Recheck. Those sloths can hold their breath that long. I don't know. I think I believe that one, Craig. We'll talk to you later on. Hey, I had a mobile check-in, and I kind of skipped over it, and I got to follow up on it real quick. So, K8UIB, you hold on, stand by. I'll see if I can grab Nick at night. K8QKO, K8QKO, this is W8WKY. You out there, Nick?
W8WKY, K8QKO, yes, Nick, I'm here. Thanks for getting to me. Yeah. Just thought I'd jump in, say hello. I had a soccer game to go to tonight. I actually left during the varsity game at halftime, but my kid's not on the varsity team. So, however, they won. They played St. P, beat them 1-0. When I left, the varsity team was winning 2-0. So, it was a pretty good night, good game, and I'm just going to go home and relax for a little bit before I have to go to the school and pick him up. Anyway, with that, Nick, I'll pass it back to you. K8QKO.
All right, Nick, I'm glad I could snag you real quick. And thanks for shooting me a text. Hey, did you want to answer the trivia question, or did you hear it, or do you want to hear it?
You know what? I did not hear it, but from what I gathered from something you said earlier, I don't think anybody has guessed alpha yet, so just make me the first alpha. And, yeah, back to you, K8QKO.
Well, the first alpha it is, and I got to tell you, that's kind of redundant. You have a great night, Nick. We'll talk to you next time. I'm going to clear with K8QKO. Let's go to John. K8UIB, W8WKY. What's up, John? I heard you got a haircut. And what's your answer to tonight's trivia question?
W8WKY from K8UIB. Good evening, Nick, and everybody out there on the net. And yes, sir, for those who do not know, a couple weeks ago I cut off all the hair and I cut off the beard and went to the more clean-cut, appropriate side. I should say cut off the beard. I trimmed down the beard dramatically. And, yes, a lot of big changes going on, that's for sure. And I hope I gave my trivia answer in there as Alpha and, Alpha, Charlie, excuse me. I want to take Charlie since nobody took that yet. Sorry, Nick. And with that, let me pause here for a quick second for time. All right. I walked into work Monday morning, and shortly after I got there, the owner came in, and I finally received some good news. I'm sure you guys heard me mention on the Barometer Net a couple months back, we were applying for a workman's comp grant, and it came through. So I am getting a 3-color automatic press. So that means a lot of these bigger jobs that I print, that I do all the 3-color jobs, and a lot of them I do are anywhere from 200 pieces to 600 pieces at a time, and I pull thousands of times a day on my wrist to hands at 55 pounds of pressure at a time, and I'll be able to no longer do that on the manual press, and I'll have a nice new automatic press that'll pull that ink for me. So that's really great. But with that, it leaves a lot of big changes going on at work right now, a lot of moving stuff around, removing a couple walls, changing up some wiring, adding some air lines, a lot of fun things. So there's a lot of big changes going on in places. But with that, I just want to say, everybody, thanks for listening to me babble for a second. This is KE8UIB, and thank you for running the net, Nick. 7-3, y'all.
Congrats on the new press, man. I hope that makes things easier for you. And looking forward to seeing you next time. I'm going to let my beard grow out just so, give you a hard time. Gonna clear with KE8UIB. Got you down for Charlie. And let's go down to Shreve. Talk to Jerry. It's WKY. Colin, KC8HDP. How are you, Jerry? And what's your answer tonight?
W8WKY and the net. This is KC8HDP. Well, good evening to you, Nick. Good to hear you doing the net this evening. I am doing well, so thank you. And yes, Craig, we've had some beautiful weather, and it's been so long since we had rain. Even that was beautiful. Let's see. Let's get to the trivia. I wouldn't be surprised if a sloth could hold its breath longer than a dolphin because they only evacuate their bowels once a week. So if they can hold that long, they could probably hold their breath a while too. So I like Dave's and T8D's thinking on Bravo. So I will go with Bravo. So anyway, everybody have a great rest of the week. Oh, I really enjoyed Ken's presentation last Thursday at the meeting on free DVD, K8OAD. If you weren't there, go watch it on YouTube. Good presentation. So that does send things back to you, Nick. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP 7-3.
KC8HDP WWKY, a lot to unpack there, Cherry. So let's see, I did not know that about sloth, but golly, that sounds convenient. I got you down for Bravo for tonight's answer. And going along with Dave there, makes sense. He's an analytical thinker. And there was something else in there. Oh yeah, Ken's presentation was awesome. That's some fun stuff. I'd like to get back to my radio, get back to one of my HF radios and play with that. Give it a try. Good talking to you, Jerry. You have a great night. 73 to you as well, sir. We're going to clear with KC8HDP. Let's punch in with Uncle Fred, see what's going on with the Guardians. KE8QFT, WWKY. What's up, Fred, and what's your answer tonight?
Hello, first of all, Nick. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Well, there must be something wrong with Fred's radio. I didn't hear anything. Yes, we all hear you, Fred. Go, man. Loud and clear. Have at it.
Okay, I was having some trouble with the radio earlier. Well, as far as the trivia, first of all, I looked over someone's shoulder and they said B, so I'm going to say B. Although, if the answer is about to change, I'd like to hear that. I'll stay up all night listening to how you can make, 395 ways to change a dollar bill. As far as the Guardians, they're 3-2 right now. Crucial series, a nail biter. One time they were 15 and a half games out of first place, and now one game out. If they win tonight, actually, technically, at least momentarily, they would move ahead of the Tigers, even though they have the same record, because Cleveland would have the lead in the season series, total games played between the two. Yeah, let me break for just a second. Now, they can also make the playoffs even if Detroit were to win out, merely by winning most of the rest of their games. And either way, that gets more complicated. So you'll win the division if at all possible. Give you the home field advantage during the playoffs. But, yep, they're battling one of the best pitchers in the league tonight, and they're winning. KE8QFT, back to net control.
KE8QFT WWKY. Thank you, Uncle Fred, for updating us there on where the guards stand and how they got there. And I got you down for Bravo tonight. And I will work that out mathematically later on. We're going to clear with KE8QFT. Let's go down to Dalton. Talk to Zach, KF8ELA, WWKY. How are you, Zach? What's going on, and what do you got for an answer tonight?
W8WKY, this is KF8ELA. I am doing good this evening. Thanks for asking. I'm just out here enjoying the net, enjoying the outside, nice calm night here. And don't really have much to report. Got some work done on the tower this weekend, down the rabbit hole of deciding what antennas to put up. Decided on a vertical, and that'll work for now, and we'll see about putting some other stuff up later in the year, maybe early next year. But anyway, for trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo, and we'll see where that gets me. But anyway, that's all I got for tonight. I will send it back to net. This is KF8ELA.
KF8ELA, WWKY. Got you down for Bravo, Zach, and choosing antennas and shopping and making plans. And what a good time, man. Cool. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll talk to you next time, too. Okay, clear with KF8ELA. I harvested a bunch of people here. Let me tell you who they are, and we'll take another round of check-ins and see who else is out there. Maybe we'll have Gary reread the question for these latecomers. I picked up KE8VOX, Scott, KE8QKO, Nick, we talked to him already. N8YMY, John was in and out. Thanks, John. KC3QND, Jeannie's out there. KE8MNT, Tom. KE8VZA, Eric joined the party. KC8FQV stuck out his head. And W2JLS, I saw you out there. So I've got you on the list. Anybody else out there want to get in on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Club Net? This is WWKY. I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, Harry in Shipshewana, Indiana.
All right, Harry, I saw you key up twice there, and then I heard you as well, coming in from Indiana. Cool. KE8ZZR, got you on the list. Anyone else there before I have the question reread? This is WWKY, I'm listening.
Please copy. November 7, Victor Alpha November, N7BAN, Brian Mobile, in and out, 73s.
Caught me in the nick of time there, Brian. All right, N7VAN. I got you in and out. Thanks, Brian. Let's go up to Gary, get a reread of the question here. A8CS, WWKY. Can we get a reread, please, Gary?
W8WKY, this is AA8CS, and of course, tonight we are looking at amazing facts, and one of these is a amazing non-fact, and your job tonight is to determine which one is the non-fact. Here's your choices. Alpha, King Charles III technically owns all the dolphins in UK waters. Bravo. There are 293 ways to make change for a U.S. dollar. Charlie, a litter of kittens is also known as a Kindle. Delta, sloths, S-L-O-T-H-S, plural, sloths, can hold their breath longer than dolphins, both of them being mammals. And Echo, bulls are provoked by the red color of the matador's cape. There you have it. Back to net. This is AA8CS.
AA8CS, WWKY. Thank you very much, Gary. Tell you what, let's grab Harry, because he's kind of DXing his way in here. So we're going to grab Harry first, see what he's got for an answer, and find out why he's out in Indiana. KE8ZZR, WWKY. What's going on, Harry? And what's your answer to the trivia? What are you doing out there?
W8WKY, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else that's on the net. Yeah, so we're over here in Shipshewana, Indiana, with the camper and my XYL and our little dog, and we're just kind of like hanging out here, doing some shopping and taking in the fall. So we'll be here until Saturday. So with that, trivia question. I'm going to go with E, and thanks, Gary, for reading it back. I got in here a little late, so I appreciate it. All right, well, I'll turn it back to you guys, and Nick, you're doing a great job here. This is KE8ZZR Clear.
All right, well, thanks for reaching out for us while you're out and about, man, and you have a great time. And it's great seeing you at the meeting over the weekend, or last week, whatever I mean. You know what I mean. Good seeing you. We're going to clear with KE8ZZER. This is WWKY. Let's go up to the North Shore, see what Scott's got for us tonight. KE8VOX, WWKY. Go, Scott.
Good evening, Nick. Good evening, all the listeners. KE8 to VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie. Well, I don't know. I think it's Echo. I went with Echo. I don't know about the Cape or not, but if I was a bull, I'd be more ticked off about having all those spares jammed in my neck, I think, than I would be worrying about a red cape. But I don't know. But I'm going to go with Echo. Thanks for getting me in. I showed up a little late. Jeannie had a mesh Zoom presentation that she passed along, so I went to that and I was watching that and got in here late, just in time to hear Gary give the trivia question. So it was good to hear everybody, and but thanks for getting me off the blue screen, Nick. Everybody have a great day and evening, I guess it is now, and go Indians. W8WKY, KE8VOX.
Good deal, Scott. I got you down for Echo tonight, and no worries coming in late. Good to talk to you. And speaking of Jeannie, she's up next tonight. We're going to clear with KE8VOX. Let's talk to Jeannie. KC3QND. How's being married treating you, Jeannie? And what's your answer to the trivia question tonight?
W8WKY.
Let's try this again. Are you out there, Jeannie? KC3QND, WWKY.
KC3QND. Is there somebody still on here, Nick?
No. Just waiting for you. Go ahead. How are you, Jeannie? What's going on?
Well, Well, as far as married life, previously in my life, I was married for 50 years. So I really didn't know how to act not being married. So now I feel I'm back to normal. It's normal with me being married. I'm supposed to be married, I think. I was born to be married. And that's as far as that goes. And Scott, he was watching that Zoom tonight. That was on Mestastic. That mesh thing. That was through DX. That was through the Mercer County Club. Tim Duffy's club down there. They had that going on in Mercer County Club tonight. Maybe Scott will come back and say if it was good or not. That's what I was interested in, too. And beautiful day. And Nick, you sound fabulous. And we're all waiting for the day when you get married, though. That's what we're waiting on. But we're not holding our breath like the sloth and the dolphin and all that stuff. And the trivia question, I have no idea, but I'll go with C. That sounds like a good answer. I'll go with C. I have no idea. So with all that, back to you, Nick. KC3, QND.
Jeannie's stirring up the pot. Congratulations. Give Pete my best, and scratch Mr. Wilson under the chin for me. I groomed Charlotte this afternoon. Well, Audrey and I groomed Charlotte this afternoon. It's a two-person job. That was fun. Got you down for Charlie. Good talking to you, Jeannie. Thanks for stopping by. Going to clear with KC3QND. Let's go to Tom. KA8MNTWWKY. How are you, Tom? What's your answer tonight?
W8WKY. This is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else that is there this evening. Well, to get it off of my chest, I'm going to go with, I believe it was E, Echo with Matador in the bowl. That's my answer, and I'm going to stick with it, believe it or not. Today we had our 6-meter group, and one of our guys was missing, and we got a phone call about halfway through the meal. He's in the hospital. It turns out that his car ran over him. And I have no idea how that happened, but that's what he said. And he said there was a film at 11, so I'm going to wait till 11 and see if there's a film. Anyhow, with that, we're going to turn everything back over to W8WKY. 7-3's all.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that one, Tom. I got you down for Echo, though. That one I do have. It's good talking to you, man. It was great seeing you, too. Good to see you back on your feet now doing stuff, man. We're going to clear with K8MNT. You're listening to Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. I'm W8WKY, and next on the list we've got KE8VZA. Eric, how was the 10-meter net? And what's your answer to tonight's trivia question?
W8WKY in the group, KE8VZA here. Trivia, before I forget, I'm going to go with Bravo. I think there's a lot of ways to make change. Well, obviously there are a lot of ways to make change, and I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice here and go with that one, Bravo. So, yeah, 10-meter net was good. Few stations that usually cannot hear, I could hear, and the ones that I could hear. So it was about normal. It was decent. We had 15 check-ins total. What else? Bought a new washer and dryer the other day. They're going to be delivered Thursday, and I'm revisiting our dryer vent situation. Full pipe here, and it's one of those old plastic ones, and it's got a bunch of holes in it. I bought a metal one tonight on the way home, flexible, and we're going to put that puppy in either tonight or tomorrow. So there you have it. Exciting time here, KE8VZA. Thanks for running the net there, Nick. Back to you.
KE8VZA-W8WKY. Got you down for Bravo tonight. A little home improvement going on. I'm wondering which limb you won't have next time we see you after buying a new washer or dryer. We're going to clear with KE8VZA. It's a net now. It's a net now. Next on the list, we've got KC8FQV. This is W8WKY. What's your answer tonight, Mark? And what do you got to share with the group?
All right, well, Ray said to tell you guys hello. He was doing the Oklahoma net out there, and I checked in there. And, well, I know the money ones, I know the kitten one's okay. The money one was okay. The bull one was okay. They're not a problem. Some people were saying B. I don't know what was B. Was the one I was thinking of, but is B money or not? KCF give you that, the dollar bill?
Yes, I believe B was 293 ways to make change for $1.
All right, I'm going to take A. I think that was the whales or whatever. So we'll take that one, KCF QV.
All right, Mark, we got you down for King Charles owning all the Dolphins. No worries, man, no worries. We're going to clear with KC8FQV. Thanks, Mark. This is W8WKY, and next on the list is my brother from another mother, W2JLS. How are you tonight, John? You got an answer for us? And how are things going?
KD8SLG, brother, how are you doing tonight? Good evening on your ears. I'm doing all right. Thanks for picking me up off of Echolink. I did migrate to the radio room, and I went to flip on my power switch, and my radio just kind of magically comes on, typically. But I'm going to share, this is a piece of safety for people, okay? You can be smart and sitting next to something beeping at you for 6 to 8 months and ignoring it. And it might be a power strip giving it up, ready to catch the house on fire. So when I flipped the switch and the radio did not come on, I tried to figure out what was going on, and I looked down and my power strip was like all browned and melted out. So it killed itself safely, but if you've got a power strip beeping at you, or maybe you're like in your own radio room and you just hear something randomly beeping at you, you might want to think to figure out what's beeping at you. And it wouldn't beep like regularly. It was like an intermittent, once every, I don't know, once in a while beep. But yeah, so sharing that as a safety kind of tip here tonight, kind of changing it up. Anyway, good to hear everybody. And I kind of heard the trivia question. Initially, I was thinking I had the answer and I was sure about it. And then I realized it was by elimination, right? So it's not the right answer. It's the one that wasn't a fact. Can you come back on that?
W8WKY.
Another well-timed note ID. Yeah, John, we're looking for the fact that is the anti-fact. 4 are true, 1 is false. We're looking for the false one.
Well, in the words of Southern people in moments like this, shooty poop. I don't even remember all the choices. I do remember there was one with the sloth and the whale. I'm just going to go with that as my choice. Don't know what letter it is. I was feeling pretty good about the Kinter thing when I thought it was a fact. So anyway, Kindle, not Kinter. Kindle. Anyway, yeah, thanks for having me, Nick. I hope everyone has a spectacular night. And if you hear a beeping in your radio room or any room, you might want to wonder about that. W2JLS, back to net. Thanks for having me, Nick.
You mean flashing red lights and alarm sounds are meant to be addressed? Come on, John. Thanks for that public service announcement, man. It's good talking to you. Got you down for Delta. Delta was a sloth can hold their breath longer than a dolphin. Got you down for Delta tonight. Added one more to the list. Let's grab him. I think he's in Tulsa on the weeknights. But let's find out. KC0LRM. This is W8WKY. How are you, Kelly? Did you hear the trivia question? I think you did. You were here. Go.
Katie at SLG. Yes, I did hear the trivia question, but like him, I thought it was the right answer, so now I have to retake my answer. So that just kind of threw me out of the water. I think I'm just going to go A then, since I'm not really sure now, since I thought I had the right answer, and now I have the wrong answer. So not a lot going on here. We just had a bunch of rainstorms earlier. Yep, and I was on the Ray's net here earlier, and I did hear Mark checking there before I did, so I can tell you vouch he was there. Not a lot going on here. I'm enjoying the cool weather and waiting for the weekend and some more college football. So that's about all I got. Everybody have a good evening out there, and thanks for getting me on the blue screen. And you see, tonight's not drinking that damn. Okay, well, a couple more days. All right, back to you, Dick.
There, it dropped. Thanks, Kelly. I got you down for Alpha tonight, and yeah, I heard you guys are getting some rain. And yeah, there's a net out there on Allstar Network. Mark's probably going to be there. We'll be listening for you tomorrow night on the Beacon Net. Good talking to you, Kelly. Thanks for stopping by. Kelly's the bottom of my list. Let's go up to the top. Let's get the answer from Gary here, and I'll come back and do a last call. Gary, expound upon us some wisdom, if you would, please. AA8CSW8WKY.
All right, Nick. Yeah, no, this is, I thought this was a lot of fun. And I don't know, the logical mind would say none of these are right, but nevertheless, here we go. The correct answer is E, echo. Bulls are provoked by the red color of the matador's cape is false because bulls are colorblind to red. It's actually the movement of the cape that makes them angry, not the color. So that's the correct response and the incorrect statement. And here's, let's go through the other ones and see about those. Alpha, King Charles III technically owns all the dolphins in the UK waters. That's true. By a royal decree dating back to the 14th century, the British monarch legally owns all royal fish, including whales, sturgeons, and dolphins. Baker, there are 293 ways to make change for $1. That's true also. Mathematicians have shown there are exactly 293 different coin combinations using pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars that total $1. C, a litter of kittens is also known as a Kindle. That is very true. This charming collective noun predates Amazon's e-reader by centuries. D, sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. That's true. I did like Andy's response about how long they can hold their bowels, but nevertheless, sloths can slow their heart rate and hold their breath for up to 40 minutes, while dolphins typically manage around 10. And we already talked about E. So there you have it. Congratulations, Jeannie, by the way. That's really cool. I don't know how long ago that happened, but congratulations. And I think that's all I have. Oh, one last thing. Let me grab a quick second. See, Tom, that's a quick second as opposed to a quick minute. I think. Anyway, I just wanted to remind everybody that the Sarah apparel sale is on. But it closes September 28th, so get your orders in. You can order on the club website securely, www.w8wky.org. Get your bling, support your club. We have 3 new vests for all you vesties out there. This is AA8CS back to W8WKY. Great job tonight, Nick.
AA8CS, W8WKY. Thank you, Gary, and thank you very much for a great question tonight and taking care of trivia for me. I do appreciate it. I'm going to do a last call, see if anybody else is out there, just wants to say hi to everybody before I close it down. So here we go. Last call for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. I'm listening.
Hello, Echolink. Hey, recheck, Case. Hi, everyone. Sound like a good net.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff from New Franklin. Just want to say hi.
All right, we got a couple of there. We got K8YEQ, Philip said hi. Hey there, Philip, good to hear you. And KF8DTA, Jeff, in and out, I got you there. And KC8FQV, I've got you, I got a recheck there. Philip, were you in and out, or did you want to say anything else tonight? And yes, we did have a good time. Glad you were listening in. How are you?
Hello, Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. Just out in the barn working on trying to get this camper taken care of before the weather gets bad. One of these days I'm going to get organized. So I'm not sure if that's a pipe dream or what. Maybe some of you guys can figure that one out or retired. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec.
Organization is definitely not my strong suit, Philip. I know where everything is. It looks disorganized to everybody else, that's for sure. Thanks for stopping by, man. It was good talking to you. We'll catch you in the morning, probably. We're going to clear a K8YUQ. Let's see what Mark's recheck is here, and then I'm going to shut it down. KC8FQV, W8WKY. Go, Mark.
Okay, SFQ. I assume that our apparel is going to be coming from John. It normally has been a few last times. So he's going to be able to, I guess we're going to be the judge. So we'll send it back to net, KSFQV.
We've got nothing but great products from John and the crew down there. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I have been looking at some of the vests, though. We are a vesty kind of group. All right, there. KC8FQV, W8WKY. You have a great night there, Mark. We'll hear you tomorrow, I am sure. Take care of yourself, buddy. I'd like to thank everybody who joined us tonight on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. This time, I'm going to return the repeater and the call sign to customary amateur use. W8WKY. I'm clear.
Well, Nick, what I was saying is he was talking about getting that new machine through that grant. So, KSFQV.
KC8FQV, AA8CS. You copy, Mark?
Oh, yes, I copy. KSFQV.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you and I weren't on top of each other there. That's just going to make it easy for him. Those things are fabulous, and he'll save his hands as he gets a little bit older. I'm more interested in knowing who he is after he's more clean shaven. I want to, if John, if you're still listening, man, don't forget your name tag at the next meeting, so I'll be able to recognize you at least by that. Man, looking forward to that visual. AAHCS clearing with KC8FQV 73. Everybody, great net. Glad we had a bunch of people. Looks like 39. Not bad. Good job, Nick. AAHCS, I'll be clear.
AAHCS from KAH.
All right.
Hey, Gary, I just want you to know that KF8DTP cried her eyes out as they were cutting my hair, and she still has the ponytail saved.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Well, I get it. You know, you get used to someone, and now... Whoa. I'm not even going to say that on the air. No, that's all good. It's all good. And you might want to reassure Mark that that machine's going to make it even better. KE8UIB, go ahead. This is AAHCS.
KC8FQV from KE8UIB. Hey, Mark, yeah, the 3-color automatic is... a lot of the big jobs we do, when we get into a lot of the 3 colors I run, prime example, last Friday we did a last-minute job for Lake School District, and we rushed out 200 pieces at the last minute, and my hands pulled that ink 2,400 times in 7 hours. And most of that was at 55 pounds of pressure per pull. So to be able to have an automatic press do a job like that for me, that's tremendous. And I've been screen printing for 29 years, and arthritis is not a friend of mine, so I'm honestly looking really, really forward to this. And there's still a quality that I want to give out, that I will get out of this machine. And so I'm kind of honestly looking really, really forward to it. And unfortunately, there'll still be a good amount of stuff that I have to do by hand and do manually because of the amount of quality in it. Let me go ahead and drop this for a second. But just let me rest assured, Mark, that it's always the machine I'm looking into the machine I'm getting is the Boston's. We already have an automatic 2-color, and they're leading equipment in the screen printing world, and they have been since I've been in the business and before I was in the business. So I'm really stoked that the company was able to pull the grant off, and it's bright things to look forward to, but a lot of hard work to get there. This is KE8UIB, and I'm going to go ahead and hand this off to KC8FQV.
Oh, KCFQ. Well, that's what I was saying. It's going to help you. That's why I was saying we're going to be, yeah, there's probably some learning curves and things you got to learn. I mean, you know them all, but when you add that, and once you learn everything, you're going to have it down pat and everything. That's what I was saying. It's a new thing, and we're going to see how well it helped him out. Yeah, I seen one on TV or one on the image of Instant Print. I think it had like 16 arms. I said, wow. Or 12 or something. It had a lot of points that it stopped at. So, amazing. I go up to Cedar Point, and I see some of that stuff, and I said, some of the T-shirts and that they do, when you get into a lot of color, it's like, and I know that, printing is the same thing. When you, I knew a family and that had a printing shop, Racing Printing. They used to do, they didn't do silk screen, but they did the paper printing. And, that was, a job and a half to do that kind of stuff. So any printing is a job and a half to do. KCFQV.
The one big advantage to this that I'm getting, Mark, is it is the same exact brand as my automatic 2-color. So that'll honestly make the learning curves a little bit easier. There'll still definitely be learning curves in there, but that does cut down quite a few of them, so that's nice. And when I started screen printing back in late August 1996, that fall, the Indians were in the World Series. So the company I worked for back then had a 16-color automatic press. So we spent the first several games of the World Series running Cleveland Indian T-shirts as if they would win the World Series. Well, needless to say, they lost the World Series. So I got to watch all those shirts that I printed get loaded up on the U-Haul trucks and take up and cut off the rags or shipped overseas. With that, this is KE8UIB, and I'll go ahead and hand this to KC8FQV for a final.
Oh, I know what you mean there. That I looked sometime there at Cedar Point. I know them guys, that place, you know, like you say, what happened there, I know it happens up there. Them people don't don an eye at it. When we go up there to go on the coaster in the wintertime, we don't go on the coaster, but a park tour of, you know, what they're doing, like when we went up there when they were doing gatekeeper, and we went in from the backside so we could see where and what they were doing in the whole front plaza. We walked through the park, and that guy said, "Oh, don't pick a bolt up off the ground. There may be a bolt very important." And I mean, and I know that I venture to say I could just see them with some of that stuff, what they do, and they don't bat an eye at it. And I know how you would feel about all the printing you did and where it would go. But, well, at least they did do one thing. They did send it to be not landfilled. But I've talked to where shows and that where they say, you know, some of these stores, if you do returns, they don't even put it back on the shelf. They just throw in a big bin. But I know what you mean exactly and how you would feel about all the work you put into it. So we'll catch you, in the morning, and this KCFQV.
All right, Mark, I will catch you in the morning, and Gary, if you're still there, I will catch you too. With that, this is KA8UIB. I'll be clear with KC8FQV and AAACS. Good night, y'all.
73, John, and 73 to Lori, too. And on the blue screen, we're talking about counting back change. That is a skill set. It is not innate. It is something you have to learn how to do. Of course, we don't have to do that anymore. Most cash registers just tell you what to count out, not count back. Anyway, that being said, 73 to you, John. 73, Mark. I'm out of here. This is AAHCS. I'll be clear.
W8WKY.
All right, Gary, we'll catch you. No, I don't know. Probably won't be in the morning, because that's too early for you. So we'll catch you Thursday morning, KCFQV. Unless you check in tomorrow night to the net, and of course you might be just slide through and then slide to the bed, KCFQV.